Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to do something called a rhetorical analysis. Now, in order to do this, you're going to need to use two things. You're going to need your analyzing argumentative articles handout, and you're going to need an article. Okay. Now, I've already got this article kind of highlighted for us that's going to be color coded. I've got the teal color, which is going to be kind of an anecdote. We've got yellow, which is going to be words with strong connotations or pathos. I've got this blue color of establishing ethos. I've got this red for logos. So we're going to kind of move through it. As fast as we can. I promise I am going to try to move quickly while also explaining what's going on. So to start off, we start off with an anecdote. Now I've got this highlighted. Now we don't need to copy and paste this entire thing into our handout. Instead, all I'm going to do is I'm going to summarize it. Cindy's fight. Okay, so what's the point of Cindy's fight and what's the point of this anecdote? Now, it does a few things. It establishes the author as a very credible, empathetic person and also establishes that Cindy is someone who is remorseful. Now, that is important because it kind of shows that the system that our author is advocating for, restorative justice, works. So, continuing on, we see that our author, okay, works at Turner Falls, the school that establishes him as credible. We just copy and paste that over. Last year, we also learned that he was trained in a system referred to as restorative justice, which is the point of the article. That is going to establish him as, again, credible. So continuing on, notice these words right here I've got highlighted in yellow. These are all words with positive connotations. Non-judgmental discussion, developing empathy, okay? Um, repairing damage, again, pointing out the positive sides of restorative justice. Whereas before in the traditional setting, which is, again, what we've got, they would have simply suspended her without even asking what happened. Uh, that is painting the traditional setting in a very negative light. Okay, they even refer to Cindy as a problem, obviously, a very negative connotation here. So all of these words, all right, all of these phrases appeal to our emotions, pathos. So continuing on, we go back to our anecdote here, and we just get a little bit more detail. All we learn about is why Cindy fought. Okay, and that's good. We don't have to copy and paste that all in, although that's not that big. We could probably do it. Continuing on, and again, we've already completed the pathos section of this, so I'm not going to go really much more in depth into these. But we continue to see not restorative justice is non-judgmental questioning. All right, positive connotation. When we look down here, they reconciled immediately. They forgave one another. They parted as friends. Cindy's still responsible. Again, all positive things. They have to have tough conversations, positive. All right, so now we're finally getting into the logo section of our article. We know that suspensions significantly contribute to the likelihood that a student will eventually drop out. Okay, so we've got a fact. Copy and paste that in right there. We continue down here. They saw massive reductions in suspensions and dropout rates. In some cases, they're even seeing improved test scores because of restorative justice. Okay, that is a fact in his favor that he's using to try to convince us. Continuing on, we hear that in 2013, 2014, they had more than 50 suspension days in the first 2 months. So far this year, they've only had 2 after moving to restorative justice. So again, a positive thing. Now, you may look at this and think, oh, well, we don't have enough for ethos or we don't have enough for anecdotes. Guys, you can't really put something on this handout that isn't actually there. So if it's not there, it's not there. Now, what I could say for how the author establishes himself as credible is we can look at personality traits. He has some empathy. Okay. He seems to actually legitimately care. And when someone cares, we're going to take that person seriously. So we've gone through, we've analyzed this article quickly. I understand that this has been quick, but I'm trying to move as fast as possible while still introducing new things. All right. The only thing that we have left, look, again, if the author has other um, rhetorical strategies, other things that he's or she is going to use to convince you, then yeah, sure, write them down. But our author doesn't, so we're just going to skip that one here. The only thing that we have left here is the MLA citation. Now, if I go over to our actual article, which is right here, and I copy and paste, and I go to a website called EasyBib, which I highly recommend. It will make your lives much, much easier, okay, for this. And we hit create new citation. Okay, this is a website. We're going to copy and paste the URL in. We are going to search for it. It is going to try to find it. And it seems like it did. So we're going to cite this article. And it's got all of our information in. We're going to click continue. And now we have one last step to verify. We're just making sure that everything's correct, and it does look correct. All right, so I had already done this, so it will only let you do one per 48 hours before you need to watch an ad. It only takes about 30 seconds. But after I've done that, here we go. So we've got our works cited. Um, and we just would hit copy, and then all we would need to do really is paste that in here. Okay. So that way, whenever we're going through, we have all of our works cited in one area. We already have our um, our works cited, our MLA citations created. All right, so guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, I am here to help. I hope this was fast enough for you and also informative. Have a good one. As always, please stay safe.